to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. We've been leveling up our party off camera, and I thought maybe we'd do some shopping and some other things that wouldn't be so exciting to show in the Let's Play. But sometimes the game takes matters into its own hands. Cloaked figures have sprang out of the alleys flanking the street as we traveled between burrows. Let's see what they want. Maybe they want to sell us something. Several figures slink toward you from the surrounding streets. Leading them is an Orlin with blood-red fur and long, sharpened nails. She sniffs the air.
I smell that Mataru Richling's perfume on you. You've got something I want. Give me the Cornet of Waves.
You must be the thief Dario originally hired.
Hold on. I thought he hired some dummy that bungled everything.
Uh-huh.
I ain't failed just yet. Not when I got you cornered.
Let's get this over with. Alrighty. Our party's level 10. Let's see how tough these cookies are. Let's see, we got barbarians, rogues, ciphers. Don't like that. Druids don't like that either. So, we got our target priorities. We want to murder the hell out of those casters in their back line. Now, we don't know where the lines are going to wind up as our characters start to melee. Who should we focus? With Maya. Cypher and Druid both look like trouble to me. But Cypher, maybe, marginally worse. Pallegina can target them too. Let's slow things down. It's been a minute since I've actually done any real combat in this game, so we're going to slow things down a lot. Alright. Well, Diego can sneak back there. Diego and Adair both have leveled up as rogues. And they have persistent distractions, so now they are able to engage one more target. And anybody they've engaged suffers the distracted debuff, which means rogues get sneak attack hits on them. Now we have 3 rogues in our party, between Adair, Maya, and Diego. So, I think we have some good synergy going. We're going to have Adair tank this fighter. Let's take a look at their defenses. Oh, if only we had someone who could target will. They have shitty will defense. In any case, their fortitude and reflexes look pretty decent. Maybe the reflexes are worse. Blinding Strike is the one, because I think Adair's going to need all his accuracy to make that work. Yeah, we'll have Pallegina hit that one too, maybe. I'm not totally sure. We're going to see how things play out. I think they'll probably target Takehu, because the baddies love to do that. Here's a new spell for Takehu. Ngati's power struck the shore again. It conjures a rolling wave of water that plows through everything in its path, causing crush, damage, and the stun affliction. Say that 10 times fast. Now that would hit my friends, I think. Everything in its path doesn't say enemies in its path. It doesn't say only targets you want to hit. It's going to hit everybody. Again, I just don't know where things are going to shake out, so let's see where the enemies wind up. Oh, no. Diego, I didn't have you rush that guy to go target somebody else. Hit him in the face. I think Maya just missed, or has she even fired yet? Not clear. Alright, we got a little more clarity about where the lines are winding up. Let's have Pallegina in the middle. A little thunderstorm for Takehu. I bought Takehu a ring, by the way. Did a little shopping up at the Serpent's Crown. Askaloth's build recommends that you buy Takehu a ring that gives him a couple extra spells. Tain's Chaotic Orb that randomly does debuffs to enemies. It's an interesting one. Let's try it out. See what happens. I gotta give some time for things to actually happen. Okay, so Maya and Diego took care of that Cypher real fast. You love to see it. So now they're both gonna target the Druid. Other than that, doesn't look like we've done a lot of damage to anybody. it's time to try one of these Chanter paralysis attacks from Palagina. I need that. Sheets is holding our line here. Uh-oh. Is that Druid about to run away? Can I switch to... Alright, enemy Druid is about to cast a spell. I'd love to interrupt it. So Diego will strike the bell. That was effective. Takehu's Chaotic Orb hit the Merc Barbarian for 13 crushing. Did it give him any debuffs? Sickened. It's reduced his constitution and made him more vulnerable to healing. That's neat. I don't mind that. Okay. Adair's got 2 of their meleeers engaged. Oh, and the named baddie is paralyzed, probably from Tane's Chaotic Orb. Yep, it hit a Terra. That's stunned. That's a nice spell. He can do that, I wonder how many times. Once per rest, I think? Once per fight or once per rest. I mean, we could really take a look. Let's take our time and take a look. Once per rest. But yeah, I feel like taking no chances in this fight. So we might as well use some of our... Yeah, might as well use more of our abilities. Actually, I think the clear choice for Takehu is to do some AoE. What type of AoE will he do? That looked promising. How about a little blizzard? A blizzard for our entertainment. Cool. Palagina paralyzed the 2 enemies who weren't already paralyzed. Now maybe she can do some damage. Let's have her rush that rogue. Kick his butt. That druid's cooked. Diego's about to finish him, so I think we're going to have Maya not waste her shot. Don't bother wasting your shot. What's this rogue weak to? Oh, their fortitude defense is garbage. Let's hobble them. Well, yeah, why not? She hit him for 72. That's crazy. She wrecked his shit. Finish him. Okay, well. Whatever level these guys are, I don't think this was ever going to be hard. Not this fight. I think Atera's our next target. Jeez, we're going to get some friendly fire from Takehu in a minute. Unless we have Palagina and Diego move, which we will. Oh, he only got 1 hit and one crit and 1 graze. Who did he crit, I wonder? He crit the barb. Alright. Let's get this party on the move. Let's get this show started. We're just mixing up all our idioms. Oh no. And then there was no one but the tank left. Boop.
You have my attention.
Hooray! That didn't take long, did it? The Dowdy Burglar. A dear wooden farce. One of these mercs had a book on them. They brought a book into their back alley ambush. Alright. What was I doing? Where were we going? We got lots of choices. Maybe let's step back and look at kind of different things we can do. One is go to Hasango. A different island. Advance the main plot. We got to find out what happened to the Rauatine outpost there. Aothis went stomping through. That would advance the main plot. There's also going to Dunnage. That's a little bit of a side dish. But we haven't been there yet. That's a chance to recruit some sailors we haven't recruited, get some bounties we haven't gotten. I'm sure we'll find some stray pets, and we'll find out what happened to Palagina's friend Giacomo. We've got our quest right here in Neketaka from Prince Aruihi to figure out what's going on in the gullet. That's where we would turn in the Cornet of the Waves to Dario. That would certainly advance matters, but we're not going to do that for reasons. We haven't been to the Brass Citadel yet. Facina, Archimir's apprentice, wants us to save her boyfriend, who stole some of Archimir's gloves. Ooh, boy, we didn't return them before Archimir came back. I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder if she'll be in hot water. There's no way to know. We could go to the... There's stuff to do everywhere, basically. So the question is, what are we going to do next? I think it's time to change out our party members. Yeah, let's go to the Brass Citadel. Let's go get those gloves back for Facina. And in the meantime, let's change out our party. Maya can cool her heels for a second. Yes, exactly. As I say. It's showty time.
Like a moth to a flame.
Like a moth to a flame. We haven't done a whole lot in the Sacred Stair.
Shodi, I say, you stepped on a sacred palm beetle.
No, I didn't mean to. Darn it, you think that's bad luck on me now?
Ikera, the elders say your nose will fall off into the sand.
That sounds Wait, you wouldn't be pulling my leg now, would you?
Takehu, you rascal. Oh look, a hat in a box. Who's this person decked out in armor? Okaro. An armored Juana turns and looks you up and down. She holds this motionless pose across a long and contemplative silence. Finally, she draws out a single pyre and balances the coin on her knuckles.
Tell me, are you someone who walks the path that coin lays out before you?
Lately, the gods tend to steer me around.
In death, they steer your soul. But in life, you are bound to coin.
I don't know if I like the sound of that.
Transmuting actions into payment is the alchemy that orders our world. All things turn on the axis of a coin bond. I pay bounties so that death can bring order to life. Would you help me continue the cycle?
Maybe while I try to steal your coin? You snatch up the coin before it can vanish into Okaro's fist. Or you thought you did. Closer inspection reveals your hand is empty. Okaro smiles and holds your gaze.
The next time payment crosses our hands, let it be in the execution of a bond, a vow, a bounty.
Oh, well why didn't you just say so? What's all this poetry about alchemy and coin bonds? What bounties do you have?
If you would forge a coin bond, I know of people on these islands who must die. Their fate is already decided. The coin wishes only to collect.
Well, there's a guy in the gullet who could take care of this for you. His name is Rust. But I tell you what, I'll take the job.
Dugra the Ascetic is wanted for crimes against his monastic order. His people have made a coin bond for his death. The Orlan wanders the wilderness on the island of Crookspur, northwest of Neketaka.
I shall return with his head. Farewell. It's a good thing all these strangers I'm being hired to murder are bad guys. Otherwise, this might be a moral dilemma. Or not even a dilemma, just wrong. What do we got here? A rock. There's stuff under it. Yeah, oil. Forsaken cat. His name is Potsy. Or her name? Their name? Cat's name. The cat's name is Potsy. As a Valian, where the fuck is this cat? I don't know how to use my inventory. Ooh, +1 to fire keyworded power levels. Great if Alop's in the party. And there's still room in Adair's pocket. There appears to be a guy. Let's talk to this guy. You find a man of middle years inspecting a metal tool unlike any you've seen. He has several similarly strange items on his belt, all quite clean and orderly. They look like the tools one might use to pull a tooth or shoe a horse, but much more delicate. He wears pristine, cream-colored robes. The muzzle of an arquebus is visible just over his shoulder. His eyes brighten when he notices you. Is he going to give us his life story? Oh, his robes shimmer with the faint trace of arcane energy. Glyphs stitched into the hems and sleeves seem to be the source of the effect.
A good day, traveler. I see you've taken an eye to my instruments. If you've any interest in the medical sciences, you need only ask.
Is this guy going to be like Morden Solus? He's like a murder doctor?
Well then, questions?
Well, my first question is, are you a murder doctor?
I'm a researcher in the medical sciences. And before you ask, no, I don't mean animancy. Neither do I mean magic, nor, gods forbid, necromancy. Medicine. Study of the kith body, its inner workings and such. I've misgivings about magic use. It's useful, I'll grant you that. But it's a crutch. Stunts our scientific development, you understand. Makes me a bit unpopular, as you can no doubt imagine. Which is why I've got this arquebus here.
I'm sorry, people don't like your ideas, so you shoot them.
A patient of mine died under questionable circumstances. One morning they were fine, and the next they were dead. Someone is trying to discredit my work, I just know it. But they won't succeed.
Just as long as you don't treat me, buddy.
I came here to the archipelago to evade my rival's attempts at sabotage. And there certainly is quite a lot of work in the Deadfire, I must tell you.
Wonder if you could teach me what you've learned in your research.
I've told you of my troubles. I suppose it's the least I can do. Settle in now. I've got a lecture prepared for just this occasion. Of course, it will cost you 3,000 copper.
A reasonable price, sir. Teach me about alchemy and religion. Alchemy and religion? Okay.
Ah, lovely.
Yes. He demonstrates several techniques for splinting and suturing a wound. Once he's sure you've got it, he runs you through a diagram depicting the sundry herbs indigenous to the Deadfire and their various healing applications. Finally, he goes on at some length about the nature of faith and scientific inquiry. When he's certain you've learned all you can, he claps you on your shoulder and sends you away with a smile and a gentle admonishment to study more. You have learned Mark Vander Beege's training. Neat. Love a permanent skill increase. Hey, a priest. Hey, buddy. The Magranite priest has the build of a boulder. His thick-set frame stretches his fine robes at the seams. He regards you with a steady, calm gaze, nodding in greeting.
Be welcome. We gather to honor the goddess, for we must earn the strength to endure the darkest of life's battles.
Is this your temple?
Akira, rain and wind is a better teacher than any priest. A fighter accustomed to comfort earns only bruises. Each obstacle is a challenge we must answer. These are whetstones that sharpen us into fine blades.
I didn't expect to see so many foreigners at this temple.
It is an opportunity to learn. What good is a fighter who knows how to defend against a single enemy? If we must one day fight one another, such is Magran's will.
That's so true. That's why I always got my ass kicked at Super Smash Brothers. And I'll take no questions. What's in this barrel? Some stuff. let's run over this way. I saw some reeds that I want to pick for alchemy. Oh, and more reeds. Are they reeds? Let's find out. What are you? Ratiti root. And river reed, okay.
We will witness a new beginning.
These guys are like worshippers? I wonder what they're worshipping. It's the Temple of Gaun, which is why Shodi's in the party. I figured she might be interested in this place. Boy, this temple has seen better days, huh? Hello, who are you?
So it is you. I could not think of a reason why your ghost should haunt the Deadfire, save to haunt me. And that smacks of arrogance.
No, I'm here to haunt you. Who are you?
Sister.
He turns toward Shoti, bowing his head. Blushing, Shoti tries not to preen. Yeah, Adarik's a good-looking guy. He gestures, and the soldier, standing next to him, I guess, turns away. He steps in closer toward you, as if to share a conspiratorial whisper, but you notice that he is looking elsewhere, behind you, around you.
And why do these spirits follow you? More blood on your hands? We were never friends, I know, but when they told me your keep was destroyed, I was sorry to think that you were dead.
I was dead. Bareth brought me back.
The gods have a purpose for you. That much has always been clear.
There's a trace of envy in his voice.
When the priest spoke of Aethys' return, I volunteered to come, along with a few of my men. I think the Morning Council was content to have me out of the way. That's putting it all very simply. But then, I suspect few of us have simple reasons for coming to the Deadfire.
I do. I'm here to conquer the Deadfire for the Deerwood. I think I'll build my next keep here.
Hey, that's good thinking. And then when Aethys comes back and smashes it, we can get the drop on him.
Bingo. Adarik shakes his head, looking off into the distance, with an expression of aggrieved resignation. I guess he doesn't like jokes. Adarik, I'm very sorry, but I lost your sword along with my castle.
That sword was only meant to keep you alive through your ordeal. It's fulfilled its purpose.
So Adarik is some guy we met in the first game, which I haven't played in like a decade, so I don't know who he is. Or what we did. I made some choices when we filled in the blanks in our ad-lib backstory. Let's pretend that we know about him. Are you still fretting about your Watcher abilities? Ooh, his jaw tenses and he looks away, shifting uncomfortably.
I don't know. I came here on a pilgrimage of a kind. Neketaka is full of spirits. And the sea, where to begin?
Self-loathing is a blight on the soul, Adaric. Don't make your journey through hell darker than it has to be.
Takei, who appreciates her piety. Pallegina hates Shodi. The more time you spend in the party with the two of them together, the more Pallegina hates Shodi's guts.
You're right, of course, sister.
Yeah.
You are a Watcher still. Yet you are neither mad nor killed. It's good to see.
Oh, Bareth scraped off the rough spots, I guess.
Perhaps so. But you were worthy of Bareth's attention.
Tell me what's going on in Red Saris, which is the country he's from.
Each missive from the Deadfire raises new tumult. Some believe our Lord restored, while others doubt. We've done penance for many long years. None of us know what forgiveness ought to look like.
It doesn't seem like Aethys has his mind on forgiveness these days.
Well, see you around, Adarik.
Take care, and may the Shining God light your way.
Well, that is exactly what he's doing.
It's you.
So Red Saris, there... Oh, someone said something? Hello? What? Oh yeah, another ghost from our past. The country Adarik's from, they're really into Aethys. They're very devout. Just like the country next door, Deerwood, which is where Adair is from, and where the first game takes place.
Twice.
We'll talk to some more people, but first, we gotta grab everything there is. For the greater good.
Here's where I do the ritual. Right there, under the statue of Gaun.
Prayers, surely as I do.
Look, I just want to talk to this guy. Hang on.
I can't believe it. Is that really you?
Solid meals and decent sleep have filled Wharton's lean frame out somewhat, but the man retains a fox-like aspect around the face. He greets you with an indecisive smile, unsure whether to be nervous or pleased. Here's another guy from the first game. We interacted with him in some way. I couldn't tell you how.
And Adair, you made it out of Gilded Vale for good, then. I'm glad.
A lot more might have made it out if you hadn't left them for dead.
Okay, we're not friends?
I haven't forgotten. It's why I'm here, Adair.
I've been seeing a lot of old faces lately.
Here that comes with the job. You being a watcher, I mean.
That's pretty funny. Good point.
I've been helping out here with the Dawn Stars, handing out food, mostly, or delivering supplies. Not so different from Gilded Vale, maybe.
He said that with such guilt.
Took some getting used to, working shoulder to shoulder with Raid Sarens, but it's not so hard as you'd think. Feels like I'm on the right path, toward a little piece of redemption, maybe?
I guess everyone's chasing after Aethys these days.
You too, eh? Guess we're all making up for something.
Oh, my shady reputation precedes me.
Would be nice to get some answers, maybe. Or forgiveness for getting his people killed. I don't know.
I hate to say this, Wharton. There are no true gods to redeem us. There's just us.
Well, guess you've changed your mind some since we met.
Maybe? Okay, we've impressed Pallegina and offended Shodi. Can't make everybody happy.
I never got a sign from Aethys to begin with. There was just you. If it comes down to what we can live with, I'm still in the right place.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, well, we'll see where you end up in the next life. They can't redeem you, but you'll still be judged.
Woo!
Watcher, if you have a moment, I'd like to tell you something.
Sure, why not?
I appreciate that you have been helping me. Helping the Republics.
Ooh, this might get awkward.
I know that you have an important purpose in the Deadfire. And that purpose is not the same as ours.
Uh-huh.
Still, I hope you can see the potential the Republics have to do good here.
Sure. The Republics are doing good work here.
Agrasima, Kores.
Sort of. Ooh, what do we got here? This doesn't count as stealing. Oh, it's a dream journal. The writing on this tattered scrap of paper looks like it was penned by someone still half asleep. Have you ever had a dream so real that you wanted Aethys so badly that you could do anything? A line is drawn through the writing, below which its author has scrawled, "No more cheese before bed." Deerwoodens love cheese. Probably. Anyway, we brought Shodi here to... Jeez. Seems like forever ago. She's been having some nightmares because of all the souls that she's harvesting. Or something? That's not exactly it. She's been having nightmares.
Happy to oblige.
She's got a magic lantern. Might as well equip it for role-playing purposes. She's using it to shepherd lost souls at a time when the normal methods of reincarnation are being disrupted by Aethys closing the Strait of Hormuz. So she's going to do a ritual, and hopefully that'll help her mental health. Rubbing the back of her neck self-consciously, Shodi casts her gaze to the side.
Nothing like a homecoming to make a girl remember her roots, even if they are dried up and half dead.
She sighs, nudging a bit of mud from her boots before she lifts her face to settle on you with her big, dark brown eyes. Adair looks skyward. He shakes his head. Man, everybody hates Shodi. That's the name of this episode.
Sometimes I wonder if my brethren don't think I got black ichor running in my veins.
People often fear what they don't understand.
Suppose they do. Suppose sometimes people do bad things in the name of their gods.
Adair tugs at his beard, a sour look on his face. Man, calm down.
But my brethren do more good than bad. And more good than most.
Okay.
Besides, I often don't understand you, Watcher. But I ain't afraid of you. Gods, but you sure do get me to rambling. Don't know what comes over me when my mind goes all hot and bothered and...
Down, girl.
Makes me think untoward things. Gives me notions I don't need to be getting.
Listen, this is a family Let's Play, Shodi.
I can't risk straying when I got a duty to Gaun.
Huh. What happens if I... Y'all, I want to keep the dialogue going, but I'm curious. What happens if I say, speaking of Gaun? Yeah. Speaking of Gaun...
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Lay it on me.
Why are you gathering souls into your lantern? I mean... Yeah, I don't think she's told us in this story. I'm afraid I've metagamed that explanation.
I was born to reap souls and lead them to the light. Now with Aethys dead, and these dire visions, I think I need to shield them from a hell gone dark. But the more I gather, the more my mind turns to tatters.
What if you didn't collect souls anymore?
That ain't gonna happen. You'd ask me to turn my back on my god?
The Dawnstars are all about goodness and light. Why are you so goth?
Why do you think the god of rebirth held an aspect of death within him? You can't have life without dying. There ain't no beginning without a prior ending. Ain't no day without night, no spring without fall. You can't grow crops if you never harvest for seeds.
But what about denial? Anyway, we're here to cleanse your soul.
All right. Yeah, I'm ready. I've done this before, but never with such a full lantern. You may want to stand back. The experience can be somewhat intense.
Just like camping. Kneeling before the statue of Gaun, Shodi sets her lantern between her knees. Head bowed, she presses both palms to the copper cage. A low chant lilts from her lips. As it grows louder, the light from her lantern glows brighter, as does the lantern that the statue of Gaun holds in one skeletal hand. The two lights pulse in rhythm with the chant, resonating with each other, twin heartbeats that pound faster and stronger until the light from Gaun's lantern bursts outward in a shower of violet-hued rays. The essence bathes Shoti's bent form, making her jolt upright as a cry escapes her.
Don't know if I feel cleaner, but I feel something. Blessed for sure. Let's just hope it lasts, because my lantern feels as heavy as ever, full to brimming with essence, like dark water spilling over my mind.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. Let's be off.
All right, I'll be right behind you.
Remind me to never have Shodi and Pallegina in the same party. The way this works, who you bring with you is who gets a reputation impact. So Pallegina hates Shodi's guts just because we brought her here. And if we hadn't brought Pallegina with us, maybe I should have thought of that when I subbed out Maya. That's the way the cookie crumbles. That's life. You don't get to control who's where and who sees and, and believes what. And in this game,
all right,
you can influence your party members, but you can't control how they feel or, what faction they support. Let's take a look at this big gnarled root. Though weathered and aged, this tree is dotted with buds
I think I can pull that off.
and nascent branches, indicating new growth. Oh, it's a metaphor. It's a dead tree that's giving life to new trees. Abandoned cat. Kitty. Oh, it's Frau Nils. Hallo, Frau Nils, wie geht's? That should help us be more accurate with melee and get a little more health. Obviously, Adair's going to run out of space in his menagerie. In fact, I'm pretty sure we got some cats in the inventory. Cats in the inventory. Bats in the belfry. Whatever. Deal with that later. I hate to be redundant about who we talk to, so we're going to have reason to talk to Samhain later that I don't think we have now. As you approach, a wood elf straightens over an altar to Gaun. Her robes mark her as a high priestess. Boy, it looks more like a gambeson than a robe to me. She arches and cracks her back loudly, a satisfied grin spreading across her face soon after.
Jody, I do hope you're not getting into trouble now.
Who, me? No, I wouldn't dream of it.
The priestess smiles at the sight of a stranger. So, you're the high priestess of this temple.
Do swine stink like shit?
Spoken like a priestess.
I'm guessing you're not here to worship. Then what can I do for you?
Well, if I'm being honest, Pitley said you might be able to help with the food shortage down in the gullet.
You did good, helping Petley with the infected. Anyone half so capable's got my ear. But I won't make you an empty promise.
She dips her head, considering.
We tried. Shipped some shares for charity. God, it's nearly 2 years back. Had the means to do some real good. But the guards wouldn't have it. Sent it all to the palace to be shared out, proper-like. Never did see it again.
Well, what if I could ensure it would reach the Roparu?
Of course. We'd be glad to lend a hand. But how'll you see our shares reach the Roparu this time? What makes you think it'll work now when it didn't then?
Why don't you let me worry about X? You just worry about the food.
Sorry, but I do worry. How our crops make it from the islands to the Roparu's mouths could affect our standing with the whole of the Kahanga tribe.
Look, I'm just trying to have some mystique, lady. I know what I'm gonna do.
We do this. It ought to be approved by the Queen.
Well, it will be.
All right. You wind up in the good graces of the Kahanga Royals. You get them to see the light, and I'll get you our food.
Neat. Alrighty. We'll be back here after many, many other escapades, I suspect. It's a good thing time revolves around us. Alright.
Can I ask you something personal?
Makera, do not hold back, my friend.
You sure? Sometimes I ask things to get people riled up without meaning to.
Well, if it riles me up, then I say you have my undivided attention.
Down, boy.
All right. Is there any kind of ocean critter I shouldn't be eating in front of you?
What? So what's the answer? I guess we'll never know. A Temple of Bareth. We're gonna have reason to go there later. Plenty of reason. Let's save that for now. We can finally access the Brass Citadel. And here we are in the gazillionth episode, 20th. We're finally gonna visit the final burrow. Rawatown. Rawatown? Rawatai Town. Rawat. The Brass Citadel. Queen Onikaza II rules here in Neketaka, and yet foreigners have built a giant fortress with cannons, taking up, 1/5 of the city or whatever. I think we all know what the score is.
With
Halt.
sails
What is your business at the
unfurled
Brass
and
Citadel?
sword held high.
I met Hazanui Kablooey at the palace.
You're the Watcher. The one who nearly caused a riot in Queensbirth. The Grand Secretary Atsura wants to meet you. His office is on the lower level of Imperial Command. Up the stairs. Once you're inside, go downstairs through the room on the right.
Well, what about the Hazanui?
Her office is at the back of Imperial Command. She is busy organizing other matters. But I am sure she will grant you an audience.
Yeah, I'm kind of a big shot. Grand Secretary Atsura. He's not just any secretary.
Glory and Rautai.
Faithfully done, Emiani. Report to Wakoyo Nui when your hands and your temper have healed.
What was going on here?
Last time I ship out with some soft-handed runt. Come to gawk, too? My punishment's over, you know.
Why were you holding a red-hot cannonball? She glances back at you, a look of defiance in her eye.
I punched my captain.
Okay. It's as if the mere mention of the incident takes her back to it. Her face darkens with anger, and a bitter snarl transforms her features.
Though maybe he shouldn't have insulted my aim. Like I don't know the difference between a smooth and rifled bore.
Yeah, he deserved it.
He asked if I knew where I was pointing my cannons. I told him to bend over in front of one and we'd find out. It escalated from there. Anyway, I'm not reporting back to Wakoyo, that's for sure. I crewed on mercenary ships before this. Come to think of it, that suited me better.
You don't say.
Still a scramble root at heart, I guess. But I'm plenty experienced. Maybe I'll see if anyone's looking for an expert cannoneer.
Well, I could use a scramble route at my crew. In my crew. On my crew? She looks you up and down, considering your offer.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I only crew with captains I know. Either personally or by reputation. I'm sure you're capable. But I don't know enough about you. Yet.
Yeah, it didn't make a strong ask.
Let's talk again when you've made a name for yourself.
We gotta go sink some more enemy ships before she's willing to be joining our crew. I mean, I'm only the Watcher of the Deerwood, the Hound of Aethys. But all right.
I've got all sorts of goods and supplies. Take a look before you head back out.
Huh. So you're in Orlin. Why are you working at a Rowatayan outpost?
Because I'm from Rowatine.
Oh.
Or to be more specific, my ancestral home's been part of the Empire for decades. Few generations now.
Well, how'd that happen?
The usual way, I guess. Their soldiers beat ours.
Does that bother you? She glances around to see if anyone is in earshot.
I guess it used to. When I was younger, I grew up hearing stories of the time before from my grandparents. But they were children themselves when Rawatai took over. Some wax romantic about the old days. Anyways, I'm just trying to make a living. That's why I'm here, after all.
What's it like living under Rowatayan rule?
I don't know. I never known anything else. We've got the Rowatayan's fancy new irrigation canals now, and the roads have gotten better. The ones leading into Takoa, anyhow.
Oh, geez, the trains run on time?
Funny thing is, the further you go on them, the nicer everything gets, and the more it all looks like this.
I see. Well, let's get down to business.
That's a better subject.
Show me what you've got for sale.
Take a look.
Cool. Again, I think I'm really going to focus on shopping off-camera. Gauntlets of Ogre Might seem kind of neat. +2 might, they're cheap. We'll be back later. But obviously, the reason we're here, we've got business with Bertenno. I hope this goes okay. I'm not sure it will. Hey, buddy.
I don't have time to chit-chat.
Actually, I'm in the market for some gloves. Do you have any? He eases back, taking your measure with a critical eye.
Fascina sent you, didn't she? Postenago, just for these?
Yes, Postenago, just for these.
Soft as down, but not a single fence willing to pay me a fair price. Maybe they've got imp stink all over them.
Or maybe it's the stink of failure, you no-good thief. He opens his mouth to say more, but something to the southwest distracts him, and his expression fills with dread.
Here he comes, and I'm too late. If Hamuto doesn't give me an extension on my debt, I'm a dead man.
Tell you what, keep your mouth shut and follow my lead. Glancing at you, Bertenno shrugs and swallows down a lump in his throat. A unit of steely-eyed sailors approach from the docks, clutching pikes and firearms with quiet professionalism. At their head stands a tall Almawa in a mustard-yellow uniform. He turns his attention between you and Bertenno.
So, Bertenno, you hired a mercenary, or else a negotiator. That coin should have gone toward your debt to me.
Huh? No, I didn't. That is, I would never go behind your back.
Bertenno, shut up. The adults are talking. Hamuto's eyes brighten and he nods. The soldiers around him chuckle with approval.
I like dealing with people of substance. This is a private matter. Your interference is unnecessary.
What is your plan for Bertenno?
Indentured servitude. I trust this is a more honest and respectable alternative than any pursuit he would take on his own terms.
I disagree. Hamuto lets out a piercing whistle. Several soldiers milling about the area snap to attention and fall into formation around the docks.
I salute you for your courage, but I ask you to reconsider your position.
We'll address the soldiers. My business is with Hamuto. Does anyone think I'd hesitate to go after you next? Several of the reinforcements Hamuto rallied to arms trade uneasy glances. Slowly, at first, they lower their weapons and sheepishly back away from the scene.
Cowards! There will be a reckoning, for I know each one of your faces.
Well, there's not a nice way to say this, but I am going to wait until the patrols leave. You're not taking him. Let's fight.
My friend, look around you. We stand in the
hurry
shadow
this up?
of the Brass Citadel, not some Valian den. Raise your fist and the full force of Rauatai's armada will descend on you. Or back away and live to fight again.
No deal, Hamuto.
You, look alive. My friend here needs a lesson in humility.
All right. None of the random people... So this is... I may have played this game too much. This is a situation where you're pretty likely to accidentally hit somebody who's not involved in the fight. Because again, they just walk right through. They have no sense of self-preservation. We're going to try to not let that happen. I think they're going to try to target Takehu. That seems likely. And we don't have Maya in the party. We do have Shodi, and she has this, again, very rare necklace that we got by dumb luck. She can just call a whole-ass Drake to fight, which I think we're going to do. That ought to be fun. Ooh, it's too fast. Well, it's not too fast, but it's fast. All right. How are we dealing with these arquebusiers? Oh, no. Here comes a random sailor. Just, no AoEs. No AoEs. Alright. Palagina. We'll try to paralyze him. Takehu. What can he do? A big storm? It's going to be hard for him to do that without getting... In fact, I think he's being meleeed as we speak. I don't like that at all. What else can Takehu do? Now that would hurt some bystanders. We don't like that. His lightning storm only targets enemies. It's pretty good. Returning storm. Might have to do that. I think that's fine. I think he's fine where he is, even though they're not all in the area of effect. Can Adair knock this sucker back? Because I don't like the way that he's swinging it to Kehu. Oh, wow. Palagina's paralysis attack was super effective. Diego hasn't even swung yet? Oh, he probably got his first swing and then his offhand. Okay. How about a little AoE attack? I don't think that'll impact the random sailor walking through. If it does, then we'll just save scum. Here comes a worm. Fun on a bun. Uh-oh. I don't think we can control the summoned. Yeah, that's right. Alright. What else can Shodi do? How about a dire blessing? That'd be neat. Oh, here comes the sailor, walking right into the middle of the fight. Wow! Wow! Okay, well, we're really going to showcase the brilliant bystander AI here. We got a Drake breathing fire, and she's just like whistling while she walks into it. Okay. Alright. Let's have Pallegino run through. Is the sailor fine? I think we might get lucky. Now, is Pallegino's blinding attack really the move here? I think not. I think simply shifting gears to hit things will be just fine for her. Diego's done his sympathy for the lost. That distracts and flanks. Boy, you know, I don't know how strong that is, given that he and Adair both distract anybody they engage. Might not have been the best use of his abilities. Live and learn, I say. Should we try a blinding attack? Accuracy versus reflex. His accuracy's good. This enemy has good reflexes, but we'll try it. I mean, he'll get the... Yeah, what kind of penetration has he got on that? Not enough. We need a penetrating... a penetrating attack. Crippling strike will do just fine. Hamuto Stoneheal is a priest. Or he's part priest. Educational. Let's shift Diego's move one more time and see if we can interrupt the bastard. Okay. You gotta get closer before you swing, dummy. Alright.
This does not work.
Well, he got his buff off. I hate that. It's tough to not have Maya in the party. It's not my favorite state of affairs. I wonder if Takehu got his returning storm off or if he got interrupted. I didn't even notice. Oh, try it again. What can Shodi do? Interesting. I also want Pallegino to change her aura. Oh, and Diego's got the wrong aura. So we'll have Diego run his accuracy aura, and Pallegina is going to run her zealous charge. Disengagement, defense, action, speed, all kinds of good stuff. Okay, we're really messing up Hamuto now. That's nice to see. We may not have Maya, but Diego hits pretty hard himself. What does this leap do? Dazes enemies. What does daze do? Reduced might. Oh, and reduced penetration. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, we finished off Hamuto. I think this fight's over. They weren't hitting us very hard, come to think of it. We haven't had anybody, you know, scrambling to get healed. And I'm not trying to jinx it, but I think we're good. I think our strategy of completing a bunch of talking quests and leveling up by that is paying off. This fight was not meant for level 10 characters.
The Alpha Predator.
Takehu. Big talk. I wonder if he's got any progress on his, no, because it's still not equipped. Alright, the Volge that Takehu has.
I can't believe I'm finally out of debt.
Oh, alright, I got some minor positive reputation with the Principe. Thanks, Bertenno.
For the first time in my life, I'm free.
I think we need to slap some sense into him. Bertenno's head snaps to the side and he slowly turns to you, cupping his cheek and looking stunned.
What was that for?
Should I slap him again? No. My hand slipped.
You stay away from me, or my captain will hear of it.
Your captain? Okay. Guess I should have hit him a second time. Anyway. Look at all this nice stuff we're getting.
Speak, the pleasure is mine.
The Rowatines won't appreciate it, but that's alright. While we're here, let's conduct some business in the Fleet Master's office. And maybe we'll have enough time in this episode to talk to Atsura, the slimiest bastard in the game.
Clear skies, my friend.
Diego de la Velia, captain of the Tornado, at your service.
I know of you already, Captain.
Yes, my reputation precedes me.
The boats of our decorated armada have orders which spread them thinly across the archipelago. Rauatai finds itself in need of a privateer. Your ship, unmoored from Deadfire politics, is an asset I would grasp with both hands. An arrangement can help us both. You will empty the seas of competition in exchange for profit.
Well, I'm not sure about grasping assets with both hands, but aren't you afraid that privateering will start a war?
An official reckoning is drafted to account for every cannonball shot in the name of Rauatai. Our paperwork is most thorough.
Well, that resolves the matter.
For every ship sunk, there is a legal justification. Our enemies will know the war is started on the day we fail to turn in our paperwork.
What bounties do you have available?
A Scylla wave skipper is your first target. A pirate shirking any pretense of lawful conduct in the open seas.
You know, you're not going to believe this. I've already dealt with her.
Pirates are adept at scattering when threatened. But this makes planting your boot on the neck of a straggler all the sweeter.
Yeah, these guys love boots, don't they?
I would keep my privateer busy. You will speak to me when you are ready for work, yes?
I will. What bounties do you have available?
Your target is Radolf, a Valiant captain and seeker of lost ruins. There is no wicked length he would not go to plunder the dignity of these isles.
I'd hate to see dignity get plundered. I'll take the bounty.
My confidence swells to hear of this, Captain. Radolf commands the galleon Goldbell, and seeks for ruins east of Neketaka, on the southwestern tip of the Kua Orakuhu island chain.
Farewell! Now, you may be wondering, what would Pallegina think of me chasing a Valiant captain? And the answer is nothing. You can do every bounty in the game and not offend a single soul. That's just the way it is. More stuff for us to rob. We'll do that off camera. You know, and I hate to split up our misadventures in one of the burrows, but we're at the hour mark, so I'm going to call it here. I'm going to say thank you, as always, for watching. I appreciate it. And we'll see you next time when we talk to Atsura in Imperial Command. We'll see you there.